Yo, yo, what is up, everybody? What's up, boys?
Hey, Papa Blanc.
Dynasty Life is here. We got a sick hammer on deck.
You know what? Hey, listen, somebody, we have a group chat between the three of us, and one of my cohorts over here said rule number 76, and I didn't need any other explanation. So here I am, not 100%, but I'm locked in, and I'm going to give it my best. I'm Jordan. This is the flu game. Let's go.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You got a little cold. It's not the flu. Let's not.
Right?
It's not good, dude.
I hear it. I hear it. But we're glad you're here. We called you to the carpet and you're delivering. So let's get it.
When I hear rule 76, I can't turn my back on that. So
There you go.
Nope. Well, I guess we'll get into some of the games. Patrick's in here. What's up, Patrick?
Patrick, don't start your shit tonight.
Yeah. Who's Skip Bayless and who's Stephen A?
You need a straw.
All right, let's lock it in. Let's go, bitch. Let's roll.
We'll start off. I get with the first game tomorrow. First game tomorrow is Vikings and Saints down in London.
Yeah. A 9:30 game.
You already know I got the Vikings. Who y'all got?
I mean, it's set up on the silver platter for you. No Jameis Winston, no Michael Thomas. That Saints defense, though, I will say, they still got some playmakers, and don't underestimate when you need a big game from Kirk Cousins if he lets you down. They didn't look that good against the Eagles, and they definitely didn't look that good. What was the game before that?
They beat the Pack before
Right.
that. They had Pack game one, but last week they didn't look good against the Lions.
The Lions, right, and they had to come back against the Lions, right. So it hasn't exactly looked as explosive or as good as it did in week one, but I'm still gonna take the Vikings here. No Jameis, no Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara hasn't been that effective. I'll take the Vikings.
Might surprise you, but I'm gonna go with the beige water pistol here. I think defense travels, like you said. Kirk, they haven't looked good, and Kirk Cousins is, when you expect Kirk Cousins to win, he comes up short. I'm gonna take the Saints. I'm gonna take that defense. I think that defense travels to London. I think Alvin Kamara gets off the schneid. He has a big game with the water pistol, dumping it down to him, and the Vikings defense is really not that great. So I'll take the Saints. I'll take the Saints.
Yeah,
he's just doing that. He's doing that to fuck with you, Blanc. There's no other explanation there.
I don't care.
No, I like that defense. I like that defense.
Dalvin Cook is playing, which is important. So I mean, we're ready to roll. Kirk is about to throw some bombs to JJ. JJ will get back on track this week. Don't you worry.
I hope so for my fantasy effort. I got Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson on one of the same team, so I kind of need that combination to do what they did in week one.
Yeah, and last week with JJ was a real letdown. I mean,
the last 2 weeks, really.
Yeah, well, the Eagles have a good defense, but last week the Lions give up points to everybody, and JJ just couldn't get off. So,
Yeah.
Facts. All right, what you got next?
We got Browns and Falcons. Browns at Falcons.
I'll take the Brownies. Atlanta's a bad team. I mean, in some games they make it look competitive. I mean, that first week they should have beat the Saints. They gave that one away. Last week was a winnable game with Seattle. I feel like they gave that one away. So yeah, I'll take the Browns. I think Chubb is going to roll. Kareem Hunt's probably going to roll. And the last time we saw Jacoby Brissett, I think he was the second. He looked like the second coming of Joe Montana. So yeah. Give me some Brownies. Give me Cleveland in that game.
Yeah, I'm going to take Cleveland as well. I mean, I just think they're going to beat the Falcons pretty much, just playing out. Hammer, what you think here?
Oof, I really do. Falcons at home. I know this doesn't have anything to do with it, but I tend to look at the point spreads as well, just to give me a little bit of an indicator on, what Vegas is thinking. But I really do like the Falcons, man. I don't know if I have the stones to pick them. Cleveland has been very impressive, Jacoby Brissett. But you know what? I'm going to go with the Falcons here. I think they moved the ball. I think they moved the ball enough. I know Jacoby Brissett is solid, but I'm going to go with the Falcons. I'll take the Falcons here.
All right. Real quick, Yee. What's up, Yee? Thanks for joining in. I was offered Javonte for J-Rob and Curtis Samuel. Do I consider? Yeah, I would. I'd do it. You got my approval. What y'all think?
Yeah. I would take Javonte. I think down the line, Broncos are going to be better. He'll probably pick it up, and sooner or later, they're just going to have to stop giving Melvin Gordon the ball. I think. I just think Javonte's a better player. He got the receiving upside, and as the season gets later on, Javonte will separate himself, and you'll see more of a 70-30 split instead of the 50-50 that you're seeing right now.
Yeah, and I will say also before I let you go, Hammer, is you probably drafted J-Rob and Curtis Samuel pretty damn late. So, getting Javonte for those guys is awesome. Go ahead, Hammer.
Yeah, I start to think along those lines as well, especially when I'm trying to evaluate trades. So I definitely think that, if you're picking up a guy that you picked up maybe in the 10th round, or even Curtis Samuel probably went undrafted in a lot of leagues. Not a lot of people were sure. I would make the deal, but I would have some hesitancy because these two guys are really producing right now. So it really depends on how much you can afford to give up their production right now for Javonte, who isn't really producing at their level. It's a risk, but I would probably do it. But it's definitely a risk.
Yeah, you got our approval there. Thanks, Yee. Patrick Hawkins just can't stop the run. Jacoby Brissett isn't expected to win games, so he is serviceable. Yeah, I mean,
no, I agree. And there are certain games like, did anybody have the Dolphins beating the Bills? Did anybody have the Browns beating the Jets? Did anybody have the Seahawks beating the Broncos on opening week? So crazy stuff happens. And did anybody have the Jaguars shutting out the Colts? No. So crazy things happen, and in the NFL, you got to be willing to go out on a limb here and there. So I'm going out on a little bit of a limb. I don't think Cleveland's a juggernaut, and the Falcons can move the ball. They have weapons. Pitts, Cordell Patterson, Drake London, Mariota is decent. He can move around a little bit. So I don't think Cleveland's much better.
No, but Cleveland is a better team, and we're not saying that. We're not saying that that Jacoby Brissett is supposed to go out and win that game, but he is playing really good right now. You can't dispute that. And
oh no, I totally agree. I just like that the Falcons move the ball. I like that, they've been close. They're competitive. They're not getting blown out. So, the Browns could win and it wouldn't surprise me. I'm just going out on a little bit of a limb.
Yeah. Yee said both of those guys were on his bench. So yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's why that's definitely a good trade for you. Ravi, thanks for joining in. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. But Elijah Moore or Penny for tomorrow. Go ahead, Hammer.
Elijah Moore. Rashad Penny, just Kenneth Walker's healthy. He's going to start that backfield takeover. Sorry, had a little bit of a brain fart. So Elijah Moore, the sweet life is coming back. So I think he'll be able to utilize more of his weapons. So yeah, I'm taking Elijah Moore.
This might surprise you, but you know how I feel about Penny. I really don't like Rashad Penny. Everybody had.
You're gonna take him?
Well, yeah, all of these high expectations and off of 4 games last year, but I will play between those two. I will play Penny against the Lions tomorrow. I think the Lions defense isn't that good. They struggle against the run. You saw guys like in the week where they played Washington. Antonio Gibson got some run. He scored a touchdown. Miles Sanders had 90 yards and a touchdown against them. So I think Penny's in for a solid day. Give me Penny.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think just with the offense in general and everything, obviously there's not much upside with Penny and Elijah Moore. Zach Wilson is coming back. He was his favorite receiver last year. So I mean, I don't think you're excited about having to play either one of these guys. But if I had to choose, I think I'd choose Elijah Moore in this case.
It's not by a lot, obviously.
No,
It's,
no.
No, not at all. Joker, what's up, Joker? Thanks for tuning in, man.
it's the Bear. Hey, he's dedicated. He's a Bears fan, and he's coming on here. I appreciate you, Joker.
Yeah, and I think he asked this question yesterday, last night.
I think so too.
All right. Shit changes every day, baby. Different news comes out. Different guys are in and out. So
Yeah, this is definitely from yesterday.
that's all right.
You still have.
Who to start for flex full PPR? Wilson, Penny, Stevenson. Yeah. I think me and Bagala went Stevenson because of the pass catching ability, and even in another game script, he'll be involved. And I think Hammer went Jeff Wilson. Would you guys change your mind? Am I right there? If I remember.
No,
right?
Yeah.
You're right on that, and I'll double down on Stevenson even more now that the news came out that the law firm
Mac Jones.
Jacoby Myers is not going to
Jacoby
play.
Myers.
Yeah, he's out. He's not going to play. So I'll definitely double down on Stevenson.
Yeah, and then like I was saying, he played like 60-something% of the snaps again. 2 weeks in a row. So that's exciting. But then again, Jeff Wilson is the only guy there as well, so he's not a bad play either. I just think Ramondre.
You can make the case for both guys. Depending on how you feel about it, obviously.
Definitely. What's the next game, Steve?
Definitely. Brother shootout, Clowney and Garrett may both be out. Yeah, definitely could be.
Yeah.
What do we got?
But I still think the Browns have a good enough defense, even without those two. Those are two big names, yeah. But
you never know. Myles Garrett is the guy that could get after Mariota. But
definitely. Yeah. But I still think they'll be able to hold down the fort.
Yeah, we could see a lot of. You could see Algier because Patterson is nursing. Yeah, I don't know how much of an injury it is. They kept saying that it's just they're just resting him and
precautionary.
They're feeding him the damn ball. So you're not playing Algier in any way, shape, or form unless before the game, Patterson happens to be ruled out. So.
Yeah, just watch it. But and if you're like stuck and you need a play and you have nobody else and you're in a deeper league, maybe out in a deeper league and there's nothing else out there, maybe you go and you play Algier as a flex just as a dart throw. You know what I'm saying?
Commanders at the Cowboys. Who you got, Bagala?
It pains me to say this. I don't like either team, but I think the Cowboys are going to win this one pretty easily. The Commanders can't stop anybody. Their defense on the back end is horrible. Their quarterback gives the ball away. He's an enigma. Like we said, you don't know what you're going to get from Carson Wentz. But, it may be good, it may be bad. But I do know that defense is bad. And Cooper Rush has shown that he's serviceable at best. He gets the ball to his playmakers. So, yeah, I think the Cowboys win this game.
Emma?
Yeah, I like the Cowboys too. Dare I say Cooper Rush has looked better than Dak Prescott. Now, I will give Dak Prescott that they played Tampa Bay on opening night, who has obviously a tremendous defense. But, yeah, Cooper Rush has made them so I give Dak Prescott that. But listen, Cooper Rush came in and he makes the offense look serviceable. Tony Pollard and Zeke, really, you have to just look at the backfield as a whole and be like, yeah, they're going to run for 150 yards. And then Cooper Rush is going to make his throws to CeeDee Lamb and to Noah Brown. I think Gallup's playing, right?
Gallup's in and Schultz.
He might be a little limited. Also. Oh, Schultz is back too. Okay, so he'll have a nice compliment. Even if those guys are limited somehow, I think the combination of CeeDee Lamb and Noah Brown with the two guys in the backfield is going to be enough. I could see it being like a 20-17 game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys too. So I'm with y'all. On that. Greg, thanks for tuning in, Greg. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I think that Phoenix thing looks familiar though. But appreciate you there. ETN or Stevenson this week, PPR.
That's a
I guess
solid question.
I guess I'll go first on this one. I'm still gonna go with Stevenson because I think he's just been rolling, and with that offense not looking good, no matter what, he's gonna get the ball whether they're down or whether they're in the game. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Stevenson.
Yeah. I think between the two, I think Stevenson is the better play here. He's gonna, like you said, Steve. He's gonna get the ball either way. He's gonna run it, and if they're have to throw it and things like that, I think he'll be the back that's gonna get the work. So yeah, for me, it's Ramondre.
Hammer.
Both of these guys are in kind of similar situations where there is some sort of a significant, split where you can't just necessarily say one or the other.
And a tough matchup.
And they both have tough matchups. Jacksonville playing at Philly, New England playing at Green Bay. I'm going to go with Travis Etienne on this one, and I do think that Jaguars-Eagles game has a potential to be like a 31-27 kind of game. So I think Etienne will have some opportunities, and he's proven really terrific in the past game. He should have had at least 2 or 3 touchdowns this season. So I think the opportunities are still there, and I think it could be a high-scoring game. So give me Etienne this week in the flex. He just said PPR, but I would imagine this would be a flex play.
Yeah, or RB maybe, but yeah, it's a close one. But yeah, I'm rolling Stevenson. All right, next game is.
All right, first of all, Steve, I just have to say this. I don't like your energy. We got Polish here. He's sniffling. He's powering through, and your energy is just dead. I need you to pick it up, Steve. Pick it up. We got this man. He's out.
Who the fuck are you picking? Are you picking Seattle or are you picking the Lions?
There we go.
First off, I can't even see you because your shit keeps fucking freezing. So fix that shit.
It's not freezing. Anyway, just pick up your energy.
Anyway, who the fuck are you picking? The Seahawks or the Lions? Okay.
This is a tricky one.
Yeah, I'm gonna honestly, with all of the injuries that the Lions are dealing with right now, they basically have no receivers. DJ Chalk is now out. They're gonna trot out there Raymond. They don't have Swift. They don't have him on Amon-Ra. I'm gonna go Seattle to get the win here. I think they're gonna win. I think they might run the ball and keep it away. And sneaky, Seattle's defensive backfield, the corners and everything, they're pretty good against the pass. And with nobody to catch the ball for the Lions, I like Seattle in this game.
All right, Hammer, who are you going with?
Yeah, I concur. I'm taking Seattle here. I really like the Lions team a lot, and if they have their full complement of weapons, it wouldn't have even been close. But as Bagala said, Amon-Ra Swift and now DJ Shark, that's just too much to overcome. Give me Seattle.
Yeah, I got Seattle too easily for me. So we've all got Seattle there. All right, Titans-Colts. Titans at the Colts. I don't think there's really any injuries or no shit like that. But Hammer, who do you got? You've got the Colts or you've got King Henry?
Ooh, Titans look good on their last game. They won their last game, right?
Yes,
who
they
beat?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
The Raiders. They beat the Raiders.
Yeah,
I didn't expect them to beat the Raiders. But I'm going to go with Indy here. As much as I don't want to go with Indy here, I'm going to go with Indy here. I think they're at home. I think they get a little confidence beating the Chiefs, even though I think the Chiefs beat themselves a little more than the Colts beat the Chiefs. I'm going to take Indy here, but I'm not confident about it.
Yeah, I'm going Indy too. Definitely.
Yeah, this game, like if you're a bettor, I would stay away from this game. This game is like these two teams kind of mirror each other, don't they?
I would agree.
A big running back. Both have okay defenses, and
older kind of over the hill quarterbacks.
Yeah, so passing games. So I think this game is a push, but I'm just going to take Indy just because I think Indy's a little bit better, and they're riding the high coming off beating the Chiefs at home. Where is this game? exactly.
Indy.
You know,
At Indy.
at Indy, yeah, I'll take the home team just because this is a evenly matched game. So give me Indy. It can go either way though, but I'll take
And
Indy.
you don't feel good about it at all.
No, it can go either way.
Yeah, me too. I feel the same. But yeah, we're going Indy. All right, Bears. Let's talk about your team. Bears and Giants.
Ooh.
At Giants.
We don't even need to ask him.
Giants. I mean, it should be 0-3, but somehow they're 2-1.
No, they should be
That's
3-0. They should be 3-0. But somehow
Why you gotta
they're
do that?
2-1.
Why you got to do that, Blanc?
But yeah, of course,
We know what Bagalak is
We're going Giants, of course.
No,
right?
no, I'm gonna be realistic, but yes, I am gonna go take the Giants. We don't have any receivers right now, but the Bears give up a ton of yards on the ground. I think it's a big day for Saquon, and also this is more about the Bears are just bad,
And they're 2-1 as well.
And well, they're 2-1 as well, yes, but they're just bad. I think the Giants take this one, and Saquon rolls.
All right, Hammer, what you got? Bears or Giants?
This is another one of those games. It's just like, Jesus Christ, how am I supposed to figure out what's going to happen? The Bears have looked anemic on offense. That's putting it nicely. Khalil Herbert gave them a nice boost last week. Ran for I think 150 plus. I don't know how to feel about this game. The Giants are the home team. I'm gonna take the Giants. I think Saquon is, he can carry them. I think that defense will be opportunistic with Justin Fields. I don't like what I see from them offensively, so I'm gonna go with the Giants.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Giants too. The Bears have just looked so bad offensively that I don't know. They're gonna keep being able to luckily overcome everything. So
yeah, and
right,
a long shot play for this game. If you have injuries or whatever, Richie James a long shot, and also Darius Slayton another long shot.
I picked up Richie James. I just can't play him. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's a long shot. But Darius Slayton, if you're in a deeper league and Richie James is taken, I think Darius Slayton catches a touchdown this game.
I'm looking at just underdog for Chicago and New York. If there's anything that I would like, Justin Fields, 189 total yards. No, I don't like Herbert. We got Herbert, 90 rushing and receiving yards, I think. Or
I like that.
76 rushing yards. Let me see if I can pull it up.
I like the total. I like the 90, over 90 total.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Can y'all see that?
Yep.
Yeah, so you got Herbert here, 76 rushing yards. I do like that. Mooney, I have no faith in Mooney to get really anything, or Cole Kmet. I mean, at some point, somebody's got to catch the ball, though, no?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, at some point, somebody does have to catch the ball.
Daniel Jones, he throws an interception, maybe. I think I banked on that last week. I got that one.
That's not going out on much of a limb.
Yeah, you can bank on that every week.
Saquon, 81 rushing yards, 113 both rushing and receiving. Or
I'll take both of those, bro. Everything.
Or would you take? Or do you like the touchdown?
I'll take. Yeah, he'll get a rushing touchdown. He's gonna go over 30 yards receiving. I think he has more than 100 yards. I think this is a big Saquon game. If you look at the Bears,
it has to be.
Yeah, it has to be one. And also, the Bears have given up a bunch of yards to opposing running backs this season. So yes, anything they're giving Saquon, I'm taking.
Yeah, I like that too.
I do like the 4 receptions.
Richie James.
I do like the 4 receptions for Reggie James. I don't know about the receiving yards, but I do think he'll have like 5, 6, maybe even 7 receptions. He's really the only guy. And also, the 25 yards for David Sills. Yeah,
Yeah, you think
absolutely.
so?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Those are the two guys that they have. And, you know
Now,
what I'm
now,
saying?
now, keep in mind tomorrow the weather up here in New York is supposed to be kind of windy, inclement, rain, little remnants of that hurricane. So keep that in mind when you're making
But
these
that's
picks.
also why I say, the 25 yards and the four catches for Richie James, because if they are going to throw the ball, it's going to be short dump offs, and I think he's the slot receiver, and I think he'll get most of that.
Yeah.
Adam, thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Need a flex full PPR. Madison, A Rob, DJ Moore, Elijah Moore, or Dubes. Um, I think you can take out Madison from that equation.
Because Dalvin's
Just,
playing.
just because Dalvin is playing, obviously.
I think this is pretty easy.
Go ahead. Who you got, Bob?
It's Dubes. It's Romeo Dubes. I think he's after last week he caught the touchdown. Aaron's giving him more and more work. I think he's the best option here. I think it's Dubes easily too.
Is Lazard playing? Is Watkins playing? Is
It
everybody
it
still
does
out?
it well. Watkins is on
Watkins is
the
on
IR.
IR.
Lazard is playing, but I don't think it really matters if Lazard is
I don't
playing or
think so.
not.
No,
I don't think so either.
If it's Lazard and Dubes, then yeah. I
Yeah,
think
even
Dubes,
even if Watkins was playing, I'd still think it's Dubes. I think Dubes is the best out of this bunch, and also he's in the best situation.
yeah, I mean DJ and A Rob haven't performed, and then Elijah Moore, even though he could be like a real sneaky guy to start with Zach Wilson coming out, it's still
We
like
just don't know right now.
a major risk, and you can at least count on Dubes to get the targets, with everybody that's injured there. So yeah, Hammer, you got Dubes too, or
Yeah, this is dupes for me as well. I think the last 2 weeks have really shown that Aaron's starting to trust the guy, and even with Lazard there, Lazard is pretty much the red zone guy. He's gonna find Dubes. So give me Romeo Dubes in the flex.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, I'll take that. Patrick says E Moore or A Rob, they're about equal. Yeah, they just haven't really performed. So you at least know that Dubes is going to get targets.
Yeah.
Yep.
So and Aaron
Yep.
Rodgers likes him. So and Aaron Rodgers could fucking sling it. So
Yep.
And that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Yeah,
100%.
go with that. But all right, next game we got is Jags at Philly. Adam says thanks, guys. No problem, Adam. Like and subscribe for us if you haven't, man. But go ahead. Jags at Philly. Hammer, I guess you take this one first. Who you got?
Woo. This feels like a game that Jacksonville can keep close. But I don't have the stones. Philly's played really well, but don't sleep on Jacksonville, man. I'm gonna take Philly for the sake of taking Philly. I did pick Jacksonville when they had that nice upset of the Colts last week. I don't think I had them against the Chargers. I don't think we picked that game. But I'm going to go with Philly here, even though Jacksonville has shown me a lot of progress. But I'm going to take Philly at home, playing well. Yeah.
Yeah, for me it's Philly at home, and because they're at home. But Jacksonville is they Doug Peterson has turned that around. This is kind of his like Doug Peterson's revenge game. I wouldn't say it wouldn't surprise me if Jacksonville won this game, but I'm going to take Philly at home. Philly's just been really, really good. Philly looks like the best team in the NFC. I don't think they have any holes on their team. Their defense is really good. Jalen Hurts is playing really good. Those receivers, yeah, give me Philly at home.
Yeah, I think I'm with you there too. I'm where you're not surprised if the Jags win, but I think you gotta just go for it.
I think that says a lot more about how far Jacksonville's come than anything like that. You wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, what's anything we like here? We like Trevor Lawrence here, James Robinson, ETN, Hurt.
Oh, I don't I don't like any of this just because
Yeah.
uh, um, Philly's defense is so good. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right. So what you want on Philly? Some Jalen
Um,
Hurts,
yeah,
rushing yards, some
I
Miles
would, I would,
Sanders, AJ, Devonta. I mean, there's some good ones.
uh,
Devonta is like the old dirt 4 catches.
I would take some. I would take some. I would definitely take some Devonta uh, in this game. 4 receptions for
Yeah,
50
you like
yards.
that?
Yeah, I like that. I
Yeah,
definitely
I
like
love it.
that. Um, but
AJ 77 receiving yards or 5 receptions,
5 receptions for
436
AJ.
fantasy points.
5 receptions for AJ. I would take. I don't know about the yardage,
Well, let's
but
go to Jalen. Jalen's the one rushing touchdown. Does he get a rushing touchdown? Does he get 2 passing touchdowns, 50 yards rushing?
I
Or
would take the rushing touchdown and the 50 yards rushing. Yeah, I would take that.
yeah, I don't
Um,
know. I don't love it. I don't love
I,
it like you said. So,
I would. He runs, bro. He runs. He's
yeah.
probably gonna have 5 or 6 carries. You know what I'm saying? So
All right. Well, all right. Next game we got Jets at Steelers. Jets
it,
at Steelers.
if you're a Jets fan, you kind of walk into this game thinking like, yo, this is a winnable game here. We should win. We got the sweet life back. You know what I'm saying? But somehow, some way, the Jets end up finding a way to fuck it up, dude. They'll fuck up a wet dream. So yeah,
Somehow,
uh,
some way, I love it.
yeah, somehow, some way they will. I kind of want to pick the Jets, but I feel like for whatever reason, it's a game they should win, and I feel like they're gonna lose. Give me the Steelers. I'm gonna take the Steelers on this. I kind of think Najee has a big day.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm taking the Steelers too. Hammer, who you got?
Yeah, Bagala's like reading my mind because I feel like the Jets should go into this game feeling like, yo, we should be able to come out of here 2-2. But I'm taking the
Mhm.
Steelers because I just don't trust the Jets. They're 22 seconds. They're a minute and change or whatever from being 0-3 and looking really bad. So give me the Steelers.
Yeah.
All right. So we all got the Steelers there.
This next one is
I think I like Brees 40 rushing yards or 2 catches. I think I love that. No?
Yeah, 2 catches for Brees. Yeah, and I'll take the 40 rushing yards too,
Yeah, I
Steve.
think I take that. Well, you can only pick one, or you have to do it separate. You can't pick two of the same guy in the same set.
Oh, okay.
But you
Yeah,
can but you
yeah.
can do a separate one.
Either or, really. Either or the
Yeah, I think I
40 or the two
definitely
receptions.
love the 2 catches.
And what does that say? Over 9 rushing attempts? Yeah, I would take that too.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, that's an easier one. I
That's
think
an
I love
easy
that
one.
one. Yeah, I think I love that. Michael Carter. I don't know, maybe 2 catches. I don't love that. I don't love any of those. Going to pit side, you like Najee, right? What do we got here? 18 receiving yards, 3 catches,
I would go
89
with the
rushing and receiving,
I would go with
or a
like
touchdown. I'd
the
go with a touchdown. That's what I'd go with.
yeah, the touchdown or the 18 receiving yards.
Yeah, I like the touchdown. 18 receiving yards could be too. Yeah,
All right, next game. Let's not
not
freaking do
bad.
your picks over here.
Yo, we're showing the people what good picks they can make, man. Make us money. We
He's
got Bills
promoting,
at
bro.
Ravens. We got time. We got Bills at Ravens.
I think that's gonna be the game of the week.
Yeah,
I
I agree
really
with
do.
that.
And I'm gonna take my boy Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen in this. The Ravens can't cover the blind side of a barn door. And Stephon Diggs is gonna roll, Josh Allen's gonna roll. And Lamar's gonna keep it close, but I just think in the end the Bills are going to be too much for the Ravens. Give me the Bills 31-34.
Ooh.
34-31.
You said the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Hammer. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm struggling with this one. The Ravens are, real close to being 3-0. if not for the heroics of one Tua Tagovailoa. So give me the Ravens at home. I think this is a scorched earth tour for Lamar Jackson. We were talking about that yesterday. Lamar's on a scorched earth tour. I think the Bills are, feeling a little bit of heat from that game in Miami. I'm taking the Ravens. I'm taking Lamar.
I actually think the Bills are pissed off about that game in Miami. They should have won that game. That's why I'm taking the Bills.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bills. I'm going with the Bills too. I think finally somebody somewhat slows down Lamar, even though the Bills do have a bunch of hurt guys in the secondary. I don't know. I think I still like the Bills here.
Let's give the Bills Mafia some credit. But even though I'm not sure if they do it out of the kindness of their heart or they do it sarcastically, but they donated some money to the Tua Foundation, and it's like they're jumping through tables on fire, but they're just all around good people. So good stuff, Bills Mafia. You guys are some great fans.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you popping Modelo's over there?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I have to.
You like Diggs for 7 catches or 85 yards?
That's about his floor.
Josh Allen for a total of 335. I like that.
Give me all the Diggs, all of Josh Allen, whatever you want to pick here. Just take it. Just put it on Diggs and Josh Allen. I think that's the safest bet. Whatever you want. You want 7 receptions. You want 85 yards.
I like McKenzie. I like McKenzie for a TD.
You just like McKenzie because you're playing him this week. It's not gonna save you.
All right, Lamar, 57 rushing yards or 300 total yards.
The total. I like the total on Lamar.
You like the total?
He's gonna find his way there regardless.
I think that the easiest thing to pick for Lamar is the rushing yards. No.
Yeah, I guess 6. I mean, I don't know. He's not going to rush for 100 yards a game. I mean,
are you sure?
Why not?
Are we sure about that? Are we sure about that?
I mean, yeah. I guess you can't go wrong. I guess it's not a bad.
I like the total, just total yards, because if he's going to find a way to get there regardless.
Yeah, so that's what I like the total too. All right, next game we got. Chargers at Texans.
Texans are in trouble. I think Josh Allen is. I mean, not Josh Allen. Justin Herbert is feeling a little bit more better, and I don't. I know they don't have Keenan, but I know they don't have Keenan, but they still.
Out. Keenan is
out.
So
Keenan is out.
Play Mikey.
But they got Mikey. They got Palmer. I think the Chargers win big. Like, this is I think we spoke about it yesterday. The most comfortable game I feel good picking as a win is the Chargers. I think the Chargers roll somewhere around maybe 28-17, 28-14.
Yeah, Hammer, who you got?
Yeah, I agree. I'm taking the Chargers. If the Chargers don't win this game, their season could be in trouble. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, I got the Chargers. I got the Chargers too. You got Mike Williams for over 60 yards, 4 catches, over under.
Over 60 yards.
Yeah, 4 catches. I'll take the over on the four receptions.
Eckler, I like 13 rushing attempts. Eckler's got
I don't like anything.
Rushing attempts? Yeah, I'll take that.
No, I don't like that.
Or you can take a rushing and receiving touchdown.
Eckler hasn't been that good this year, has he?
No, he's been terrible.
That's why I said I'll take I'll take just the rushing attempts because he had 14, only 4 last game, but they were getting.
Yeah, but he's underperformed.
They got catches here. No, they don't got receptions because they know he's fucking gonna have like 10 receptions. I'll take the over on the 41 receiving yards though.
Yeah, I would take that as well. He's been good in the passing game.
So yeah, I'll especially with Keenan Allen out, I think he'll get some more work too. So
I agree.
So yeah, we like that. We like Mikey because that's just one bomb.
Damian Pierce.
Damian Pierce, 64 rushing yards or 10 receiving yards, 16 rushing attempts. If they're down though, he might not. Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know if I love.
Yeah,
No,
I'll probably go under. I probably go
no,
under on Damian Pierce's rushing attempts.
no Joey Bosa in this game.
Yeah,
No, but they still got Khalil Mack,
yeah.
and that's
Yeah, but
enough.
yeah, but I feel like when you have both of those guys, it's different. So I think they'll be able to run the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
And Bosa's out for a while. Is it the season?
No surgery. They said like 6 weeks, maybe.
All right. Next game we got Cardinals Panthers.
Your boy.
Courage and conviction, Blanc.
He ain't gonna pick him.
He doesn't have the stones. He doesn't have the stones.
No, I can't pick the Panthers over the
Exactly.
I can't do that. Nah, CMC now they're like they don't know if he's gonna play now too.
Oh, what a surprise!
What's the latest on McCaffrey? I think they said he's just game time.
He's game time, true game time decision.
But that's questionable.
It's bullshit, and here we go.
Yeah, true game time.
Because if it wasn't that big of a deal, it'd be like probably.
Yeah, he would have been cleared after Friday's practice.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Cardinals. Who you got, Hammer?
The Cardinals got a lot of injuries to their wide receiver core, but the Panthers look terrible, man, offensively. I don't even know how they have a win this season. I'm going to take Arizona just because Kyler Murray's a difference maker.
Rondell Moore's supposed to be coming back.
Yeah, he's coming back, but Rondell Moore is going to be on the pitch count. I'm taking the Cardinals too. I think Baker gives the ball up a couple of times, especially if CMC's not there. Yeah, give me some Kyler Murray, give me some Hollywood Brown. I'm going Cardinals.
Little Greg Dortch action.
No.
I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if with Rondell Moore coming back, I wouldn't be as comfortable. But Kyler Murray.
No, but Rondell Moore's had a hamstring that's kept him out multiple weeks. And
yeah, Rondell Moore is scary.
Yeah, hamstrings can linger and they can pop up at any time. I think they're gonna work him into it a little bit slower.
And Dortch has been there.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about Dortch's production in this game, but going forward, as Moore gets healthy, then yeah,
D-Hop coming back.
Yep, Dortch might fall off, but not for this game.
Yeah, so I got Marquise 5 catches. I think I like that, or maybe I like the yardage more. Zach Ertz. I mean, he's got to throw the ball to somebody, right? Or Dortch only 30 yards. I mean, shit. But Rondell Moore is playing. So that's scary. DJ Robbie, there's nobody really you want to trust right now. CMC, we don't even know if he's playing. Baker's
now with Baker at the helm.
Yeah, Baker's.
There it is. That's what we were going to get to.
There we go.
Of course, but we got to get something going here to get our guy the ball. All right, Pats at Packers. Right? Yeah, Patriots at Packers. This is one that we said was probably an easy lock. Packers. I think we all agreed on this one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There? Oh yeah. Fuck no. Romeo Dubes, good play.
Yeah, Romeo Dubes is a good play here.
Yeah.
Packers should win this easily.
Fairly easily.
CMC should be game time.
But you know what the problem is with the Packers? I don't want to go off on a tangent here, but I could see the Packers up like 21-3 and then finish like 21-17, and they got to make a stop at the end of the game. Sorry.
Yeah, well,
sorry.
No. You know your pack.
Yeah, because I watched them get ready to blow the doors off the Bucks, and then I have to fucking hold my guts in last week.
But yeah, I mean, you could play Dubes, I guess, and
Lazard.
I think Aaron Jones and Dylan didn't look too hot last game, right?
Nah, but you still got to play. You still got to play those guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately,
but
is Aaron Rodgers a good play this week? in a one team. 12 team, one quarterback.
Yeah, I would play Aaron. I definitely would
Oh,
play
man.
Aaron.
Look at Stevenson, 15.5 receiving yards. What? Yeah, I'll take that. Brian Hoyer, Devontae Parker. There's not much. Aaron Rodgers. Who you trusting in this game on the pack to do anything?
Aaron Jones.
Aaron
Aaron Jones,
Jones.
24 receiving yards, you think? 25
Yeah,
receiving yards? You like that?
yeah. I like the over on the receiving yards.
All right. Dylan, Lazard, Cobb, Tanya, Dubes, 44 receiving yards. You guys like Dubes enough?
I do like Dubes.
I don't know.
I think Alan Lazard would probably be the safer bet.
Al Lazard, 3 catches or 37. Yeah, 37
Yeah,
yards. I like, yeah. All right. We got next game.
Broncos Raiders.
Broncos at the Raiders.
Broncos
This is one of
country.
the hardest.
That's right.
Broncos, the Raiders. Go ahead, Hammer.
Oh my god, I hate this game for so many reasons. I don't know how the Broncos are 2-1. They look terrible. The Raiders should be 2-1.
They
Just
look
based
terrible.
off that talent, they look terrible. Terrible. Yeah, this is one of the tougher games. This is one of the tougher games. How can the Raiders go 0-4, dude? How? Oh god. Give me the Broncos.
Oh,
I don't know. Give me the Broncos. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I think the Raiders figure it out. I think Devontae has a big game. I think they go back to him. I don't think the Raiders go 0-4 here. I think they beat the Broncos. Give me the Raiders. Give me the Raiders here.
Really? Nah, I'm going
Yeah.
Broncos too. I'm going Broncos too. Yeah, like Hammer said, I mean, you can't really believe that they're really about to go, you know.
No, they won't go 0-4, I don't think.
But it's very much.
It's one of the tougher games to call, honestly.
Yeah.
Very much possible. Definitely very much possible. All right, who we got here? Russell. I don't really trust Russell for anything. Javante, I got over 50 rushing yards. I like that. Cortland Sutton, 5 catches, 70 yards or 70 yards. They've got him here.
I like the 5 catches on Sutton.
You like the 5 catches for Sutton?
Yeah.
I do.
I don't like it actually. Judy, Alberto, no, Derek Carr, an interception. Not sure. I don't love Jacobs.
Rushing attempts.
You think he's gonna get 17 rushing attempts? Has he had over 20 this year? Like,
no, I think they're gonna be throwing the ball. I think that Devontae has over 7.5 receptions. I think they're gonna get Devontae the ball a lot. Yeah.
I'm not trusting him yet. I'm not.
Matt Collins, baby.
I like the Matt Collins one definitely. Sean Joannis, thanks for joining, man. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Curtis Samuel or Gabe Davis? Who you got, Hammer?
Curtis Samuel.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Curtis Samuel. He just gets the ball in more ways. The problem with Gabe Davis, man, is just like I said, if anybody outside of Stephon Diggs, you could get lost in that offense. You know, the emergence of Isaiah McKenzie. They threw the ball to Devin Singletary a million times last game. Give me Curtis Samuel.
I like Curtis. I like Curtis Samuel too. I just think he's getting the targets. He's more of a focal point in the offense rather than what Gabe Davis is. Curtis Samuel all the way.
Yeah, I think it's tough with Gabe Davis because he has such like potential in that offense, but he's not like a clear cut like great like athlete or a player or route runner type guy. So
I think we're still getting caught up in that game he had at Kansas City.
yeah, like you guys said, he gets lost kind of in that offense sometimes. It's out,
Yeah, he does.
McKenzie, so yeah, I'm gonna go Curtis Samuel too. I think he's just a safer play for you there. No problem, Sean. Thanks for joining in, man. Subscribe for us if you haven't already. We appreciate you. Patrick says, "Ham, need some cheese with that wine."
Gutting it out, baby. Gutting it out.
He is. All right, we got Chiefs at Bucks. Chiefs at Bucks.
That's a dandy.
That is a dandy.
You know I'm going with my homeboy.
Yeah, of course you're going with my homeboy, but my homeboy is about to face the toughest defense he's played all season, and this is where I think the loss of Cheetah really shows up. And I'm going to take Thanos. I'll take Thanos in the Bucks. For everybody that doesn't know, that's the big time Timmy Jim. Give me Tommy in the Bucks. I just think that defense is going to play really, really good. Mahomes is going to struggle, and there won't be any room for Juju or any whatever receiver you want. And they're going to pressure Mahomes. And I think Mike Evans coming back. Yeah, give me the Bucks. 24-17. I'll take 24-17.
Who you got? Whew. Man, I got a couple of bet MGM slips too on this one. Tampa's -1 at home, which I would expect them to be a little bit more. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs here. I'm gonna take Mahomes. I think Mahomes has the potential to be a little more explosive. I know Tom Brady's getting Mike Evans back, but they still haven't looked like that same offense. No Godwin, no Gronk. Obviously, AB's not there. So I think the Chiefs have more ways to score. I think they're pretty pissed off about what happened in Indy, and I think Mahomes is going to let it fly. Give me the Chiefs.
Oh, homeboy. And then we got the last game, which is Rams at 49ers. Jimmy G back after last week. They caught him on camera telling Kyle Shanahan's plays suck. I don't know if y'all saw that video.
I didn't see it.
He's like, you could clearly him say it. He's like, your plays suck, man.
Which is strange.
Hey, listen, everybody doesn't always get along with their boss all the time. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Shanahan clearly had a bad day at the office. It is what it is. He had a real bad day. They should have won that game. But who wants some of Debo? This is This is a Debo game. I think the 49ers take this. Yeah, I think the 49ers take this and they win. These divisional matchups is always tough to pick. They can go either way. They're both really good teams. They both have really good defenses. And I think the 49ers are gonna take this game probably anywhere. This probably be like a 21-20-17 game, something like that. But I think Debo has a big game and he breaks out for his first big game of the season here.
All right, so you got the Niners.
Absolutely. You want some 2-0, man? Nope.
Yeah, Hammer, who you got? This is a pretty good game.
Yeah, this game kind of makes me nervous. The Rams offense as a whole hasn't looked as good as it did last year. The Allen Robinson thing doesn't seem to be working itself out quite as well as we thought it would by the fourth week of the season. They have no idea who their running back is. We don't know if it's going to be Cam Akers or Darrell Henderson. So Cooper Kupp is my guy. San Fran's at home. These divisional matchups are a mess. Jesus. Give me the Rams.
Yeah, that's no
Yeah.
surprise there.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Rams as well. I think finally, well, hopefully, Stafford fucking gets the stick out his ass and starts doing some work. But yeah, yes, I got the Rams there too. So we've got. I mean, there's a couple games few of them actually. We all have the same. We all have the same.
We need to start keeping a record of this, and
I think Blanc is. He is.
yeah,
Blanc
keep a
does.
record, put it up at the end of every week. That'll be nice.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
There was a couple of the last time me and Blanc did the picks. I took the Giants over Carolina. He was a little surprised, and I took the Jags over the Colts. That was one of those games where I felt really good about. But yeah, a lot of these games are kind of pick 'em type games. You know, a lot of good teams playing each other, a lot of bad teams playing each other.
Jesus or Jesus Sanchez, thanks for joining in, man. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. With Dalvin Cook not being 100%, do I start Brandon Cooks or Damian Pierce as flex? No. For me, it's no. Last year, Dalvin Cook had the same injury, came back around for 200 yards. So if Dalvin Cook is playing, you just can't sit him, unfortunately. But what do you guys think?
Yeah, if Cook is playing, you have to play him. I know it's scary with the shoulder. He can re-injure it, whatever. But if they say he's gonna play, you have to play him.
Agreed.
Definitely.
Don't get cute, Jesus.
Yeah, don't get cute, man. Just go with Dalvin Cook, man. He's just the best option there. Patrick Silver's telling these guys wrong. Samuel's Washington's third option on a bad team facing a very good defense. Curtis Samuel is actually the wide receiver 9 in points per game, 15.4 points per game. Wide receiver.
Patrick's getting work. He's getting work.
Compared to Gabe Davis, who did nothing last game, and is only averaging like 10 points a game. He had one good game, so, and he wasn't even heavily targeted when Josh Allen threw a fucking ton of passes. So
yeah, Patrick, I don't know if you've been watching football this season, but Curtis Samuel has been getting all of the work in Washington.
Much to our surprise.
Absolutely. He's getting a ton of targets in the passing game, and they're giving him at least 4 to 5 rushes a game.
He's 7th in targets in the NFL.
Absolutely.
That'll work.
In receptions, in receptions, my bad.
That'll work.
Yeah, how many targets did he have last game?
Targets,
9?
He's 13th in targets, 30 targets.
Bro, he's averaging 10 targets a game.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's not even counting the rushing attempts.
Right. So, he's got 8 rushing attempts as well on top of the 30 targets. So that's 38 opportunities in 3 games. You're looking at 12 and change, 12 opportunities a game. That'll work.
Exactly. That'll work.
Definitely. See what else.
Now, no doubt Washington's a bad team, but even bad teams, somebody got to get the ball, and it's happening to be Samuel.
And also, too, that lends itself to being down in the second half and Carson Wentz having to throw it all over the lot.
Absolutely. So if you do have Dallas's defense, play them with confidence because Carson Wentz is going to give you chances for turnovers.
Yeah. Gabe Davis.
And they got Michael Parsons and Trayvon Diggs.
Gabe Davis, 2 games played. Obviously, he missed the 1 game, but
11 targets total.
11 targets. So, he's
it's modest, but
yeah. I mean, he's in a good offense, so that's always a plus. But
but like Polish said, you don't feel comfortable with anybody in that offense other than Diggs. Josh Allen just hyper targets Diggs. You know what I'm saying? So,
listen, that's not to say Gabe Davis can't have a breakout game here and there, but you have to go based on what you've seen so far, and 38 opportunities in 3 games for Curtis Samuel looks really good.
Yep.
Yeah, right now Curtis Samuel is definitely the better play than Gabe Davis. So.
I think what happens is I think what happens is we go into the season with expectations, and when you went into the season, you didn't expect Curtis Samuel to have this amount of volume, and you expected Gabe Davis to have more volume. So a lot of people, what they do is they hold on to that preseason or going into the season expectation, and it's hard to let it go sometimes. And I think this particular situation between Curtis Samuel and Gabe Davis, you kind of got to let it go and understand that Curtis Samuel is the better play right now.
Roll with the better team every time instead of gambling. No, well, you're gambling on a guy that's not getting opportunities. So he's on a better team, but he's not getting as many opportunities. So it really doesn't matter. Sorry, Patrick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. CKAC Sports, what's up, man? Thanks for joining in. We appreciate you. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. But would you start Jacobs versus Denver, Ramondre versus Green Bay, or ETN versus Philly? We did kind of speak about a little bit of these, but Bagala, I guess we'll let you go first. What do you think here?
Now that you throw Jacobs in there, this is kind of a little what's the name, but I've been half PPR. Yeah, I double down on Ramondre. I'll triple down on Ramondre. I'm gonna go Ramondre just because of no matter what the game script is, Stevenson's gonna find himself on the field, and even if the Pats are down, Brian Hoyer is there. He'll probably be checking it down a lot. He won't push the ball down the field. Ramondre will run some. He'll get some carries. Yeah, I like Ramondre. I like Ramondre out of these three.
Yeah, I was with you on Ramondre with the other one too. Same reasons exactly as we've kind of been saying. I mean, 62% of the snaps again the last like 2 weeks in a row, so he's getting more work. And like you said, no matter whether they're down or they're up, Ramondre is going to get the ball. So, but Hammer, who you got here?
I mean, this is a little bit of a tough one between Ramondre and Jacobs. I know Jacobs hasn't been as productive just because he hasn't found the end zone yet, but he's still getting the work. He's no less than 60% of the carries. He's got 42 carries in 3 games. He did have 5 targets in the passing game last week, which is really something I was waiting for a little bit more. Obviously, Denver's a tough defense, but I'm gonna lean Jacobs here just because I still like the volume that he's getting. And I feel like he's due to cash in one of these games. They still go with him. I know that was a big question coming into the season, and it doesn't look like they're going away from him as their primary back. So give me Josh Jacobs here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it because he is still getting decent work, but I just don't. I just feel like 10 carries, 13 carries. I mean, Ramondre is going to get that plus a bunch of pass work. I don't know. So.
Yeah, we're not forgetting about ETN here.
No, we're not forgetting about
ETN. He just has a bad matchup, and I feel like if Jacksonville finds themselves up in this game, I think they're gonna try and run the ball and keep it out of Jalen Hurts' hands. And I think that lends itself a little bit more towards J-Rob and not ETN. I think ETN, if Jacksonville's down big and they have to throw, if the Philly-Jacksonville game turns into a passing game, I think that's an ETN game. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah. It's just that Ramondre, I feel like whichever way this game unfolds, he's going to be the guy that's going to get most of the work.
Yeah, you could look at it the other way too and say, all right, what if Philly's just blowing out, blowing out the Jags, then ETN gets to work that way. So it's, you can make a case for either side, but I just like Ramondre. I mean, Jacobs just hasn't done enough really yet. But
I think Stevenson's the safer play.
Caleb, what's up, Caleb? Thanks for joining in, man. Shout out to my boy Patrick for shouting out your channel. Keep grinding, boys, on the beginning YouTube grind as well. Yeah, thanks, Caleb. I checked you out the other day. I subscribed to you as well, so we appreciate you there. Good to see Patrick disagreeing with y'all too. Yeah, Patrick disagrees. Patrick disagrees with everything.
Absolutely.
He told us last night he was gonna be fucking with us today, so we were kind of ready for it.
Absolutely, yeah. He called one of us Skip Bayless, and he's definitely Skip Bayless. But we love it, Pat.
Oh man. All right, what else we got? What's the latest news that we have here? We got
Something that is it might it's really gonna I think is gonna affect the fantasy world big time is that the change to the concussion protocol. Now if any player looks like they have a concussion, they're out for the whole game. You know what I'm saying? So there's no more dings, there's no more faking it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's gonna play a really big part in fantasy because a lot of guys usually, they get dinged and they're able to kind of walk off to the sideline and really never get seen by that doctor or that independent neurologist down there. Now they're just taking them out the game completely. So I think that's going to have a big impact on fantasy going forward
yeah,
now because that you see a lot of guys with head injuries.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, the
think the
one thing.
concussion. Go ahead,
Go
Blanc.
ahead. No, go ahead, Hammer.
I think the concussion thing kind of died down a little bit, remember, from when it was really that a big deal. And I think it's being brought to the forefront again. So just another thing to keep your eye on with certain guys. And especially if they have one concussion, now they're going to be even more on the radar, especially with a guy like Tua. Who knows what we might not see we might not see Tua for a month.
Yeah, and I don't even think and I think it's more or less that this got so serious that you might not even have a concussion, but if they think you do, you're done, and that's
Yeah,
gonna hurt fantasy a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Definitely. Caleb says, "Who are you choosing? Packers versus Pats." Yeah, we all got Packers easily. That's one of our locks for the week.
Yeah, definitely.
Caleb there. Unless you're going with the Pats, I don't know. You let me know, Caleb.
That's
um,
risky.
CKC Sports. Thank you guys for the answer. No problem, man. We appreciate you. Anytime, any questions you got, throw them out there for us. But the last one, if you don't mind, would you flex Olave or Lazard?
Ooh, this is a tough one.
It is a tough one because
Yeah, this is a very tough one.
obviously Winston is out. That is a tough one. Who wants to go first?
Go ahead.
This is really tough. For me, this is a little bit of a push. Alave may be the better receiver. I think Alan Lazard is starting to get healthy, but Alave has the beige water pistol. I know uh, Andy Dalton, for whoever doesn't know, but I know I picked them to win the game, and so that means Olave will do some work, and there's no Mike Thomas, and you don't know what's happening with Landry. I'll take a shot on Olave. I'm not happy. I'm not sold on I want to pick Lazard, but for whatever reason, I would take a shot on Olave against this defense. I think the Pats have a better defense than the Vikings anyway. So, yeah, give me Olave in the flex.
Yeah, what you got, Hammer?
Yeah, this is a really tough one. I think Lazard has the higher touchdown upside. Aaron looks for him in the red zone, especially inside the 5, inside the 10. He's a big time target. But I think Olave is going to get more overall volume. Throughout the course of the game. I would feel a lot better about this if Jameis Winston was playing about Olave. That would kind of swing me. But I'm going to go with Lazard here because I think Lazard has a better chance of getting in the end zone with Aaron Rodgers than Olave does. Even though Olave might get a little more volume, I think Lazard has a better chance of getting in the end zone. So give me Lazard here.
Yeah, this is tough for all the points you made. I mean, Olave obviously had a ton of targets the last couple of weeks, but without Jameis being there, we don't really know what is that going to be. And obviously Lazard now another week in, so could be feeling better. Man, this is such a you can't go wrong with either one. I think obviously, but I think I'm gonna go with Lazard as well. I think obviously that the Patriots defense is always good, and they're going to try and probably stop the run first, I think, which could leave some opportunities in the passing game for Aaron Rodgers to, come away with something. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Lazard here, and especially for what
I think
that red zone, being in the red zone where they're looking for Lazard. I like as well.
Yeah, I think Lazard, if he has a big day, it'll be in the first half. The Packers usually play well in the first half, so just keep an eye on that. Obviously, if Lazard's going to do some damage, I feel like it'll be in that first half. We'll try and get out to a big lead and then kind of coast from there.
Yeah, Patrick got Olave too. Caleb said
that's a hard one.
Nah, Packers for sure. AJ Dillon about to go off. Yeah, Hammer hopes.
No. Aaron Jones is the better back in that backfield. He catches, he runs. Aaron Jones is about to go off.
He's the more explosive back. Aaron Jones is. He has the higher ceiling. But if the Packers are up, say 21-3, AJ Dillon could finish with 17, 18 carries in this game.
Caleb, I'm only saying Aaron Jones because I got him on 2 of my fantasy teams. So, yeah, I need me some Aaron Jones.
There's a method to the madness.
Absolutely, always.
Homer Simpson, nice name.
Okay. Well,
thanks for joining in, man. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate you. I've got to start 3. All right, so we got to start 3, boys. Olave, Zeke, Patterson, Godwin, Deontay, Julio, assuming they all play. Half PPR. Thanks, guys. Before you guys answer, you're not playing Julio and Godwin. I think is out already. So let's forget about Godwin. Let's forget
3
about
out of 4.
And shit, I'd probably say forget about Zeke. No, who else is in there? Yeah, I'd probably say
Olave, Zeke, Patterson,
yeah,
and Deontay.
I'll let you answer first, Hammer. But go ahead.
Yeah, I think Olave and Deontay are the locks here, and then it's really between Zeke and Patterson. I'm taking Cordell Patterson here, so my 3 are Olave, Patterson, and Deontay Johnson. Those guys are going to get at least 10 targets each, or 10 attempts each. Patterson might get a little more because he's kind of like that Swiss Army knife. Olave and Deontay are going to get 10 targets at least, between 8 and 10, and then Patterson, he's been on a roll lately. I don't think he's as injured as we may think. Like Blanc said, we've been monitoring it. I think he's really they're just trying to, limit his maintenance during the week. So yeah, Olave, Patterson, Deontay.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for me. I'm the same way. But go ahead, Bagala. Who you got?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Deontay, Olave, Patterson. Julio's a game time decision. He may or may not play. Godwin may or may not play, but you're not playing Godwin this week anyway. So yeah, it's Deontay, Patterson, Olave for me too.
Yeah, definitely. We're not messing with Zeke. Not explosive, splitting the carries more. Pollard looks so much better.
Yeah, Zeke's just touchdown dependent.
Yeah, if he gives you a touchdown, you're lucky on it. But I'm not counting on that. But yeah, thanks, Homer. Joshua, what's up, Joshua? Thanks for joining in here. Like and subscribe if you haven't for us there. But trade CMC and Pittman for Higgins, Javonte Williams, and Dubes. Yeah, that's automatic.
Right now.
Automatic smash, man.
Right now. Do it right now. If it's in your inbox, Joshua, take it right now. You're getting Javonte, you're getting Dubes, you're getting Higgins. Higgins and Pittman, you can say Higgins is better than Pittman, or you can say it's a push between the two. You know what I'm saying? But we do know Higgins has a better quarterback and is in a better situation. You get Javonte, you just don't have to deal with the injury, the week-to-week injury. Will CMC play? Will he not? And for where you picked him, you know what I'm saying? If he doesn't play, he's hurting your team. You know what I'm saying?
Call it what it is. CMC bull jive.
Exactly, because where you picked him, probably 1 or 2, the first 2 picks, when you're missing that production, it hurts your team drastically because of where you picked him. Yeah, do it right now.
yeah,
immediately.
Definitely go do that. Patrick says I stay put with CMC and Pittman. No, I'm sorry, Patrick. But no, we ain't doing that. All right, Super CNB Challengers. Thanks for joining us, man. Like and subscribe if you haven't for us there. But PPR pick 2: Christian Kirk, Deontay, Mike Williams, and Olave.
Ooh, this is nice.
This is
beautiful.
That is nice. But yeah, that is nice. I guess I'll go first on this one.
Go ahead, Blunt.
He's still thinking. He doesn't even know.
We definitely go with Mike Williams because Keenan Allen is out. So I think I'm
Yes.
going to go with Mike Williams. So that's an automatic lock for me. It's either between Deontay and Christian Kirk as my other two there. I guess I'm going to go with Kirk because he's just been on fire, I guess. But you could go with either or. You could go with Deontay also. But let's just go Kirk. He's been good.
Yeah, Mike Williams is a lock here because there's no Keenan, and I actually have a little dilemma: either Kirk or Olave. He throws Deontay. For my teams, I'm going between Kirk or Olave. I'm going to take Kirk. It's Mike Williams and Kirk. Kirk has just been super good, and he's getting targeted so much by Trevor Lawrence, even though he has a really tough matchup. I think you got to run with him and just, accept the fate because he has been super good and he's the number one wide receiver in that offense.
Yeah, who you got, Hammer?
Yeah. I like Deontay's volume. I really do. And we were looking at it the other day, and you're just like, damn, Pittsburgh's not explosive, but Deontay's getting a lot of volume. Christian Kirk is cashing in that volume. So give me Mike Williams and Christian Kirk. I don't care if Darius Slay is going to be on Christian Kirk. I like what they have in Jacksonville. I think they'll still make that work. Give me Mike Williams and Christian Kirk.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. That was a good one. Super C&B. Thanks for the question there. I think all the rest of those.
Real quick, Blanc, Marquise Brown and Rondell Moore both expected to play.
Yeah. We expected Rondell to come back. He'll most likely be limited, so you don't want to play him.
He'll be on the pitch count.
And they have Dortch, so they're not going to push Rondell Moore.
Exactly.
Yeah. But does that take away from Dortch a little bit, being that Rondell Moore is coming back?
A little bit.
On a pitch count, maybe a little bit.
A couple of plays. I don't think they're gonna push the issue because the last thing they want to do is for Rondell to re-injure that hamstring. You know what I'm saying? So maybe a handful of plays where Dortch gets out. And remember, there's also no AJ Green in this game, so I don't think AJ Green is playing either. So I think even when Rondell Moore plays, I think Dortch is still going to be on the field.
Yeah. I don't know. He worried me a little bit just because he is coming back. All he needs to do is make like one little play, and then it's like they're letting him stay out there for a little bit.
Yeah, but I think Dortch has proven himself a reliable enough receiver where they don't. It's not like they desperately need Rondell Moore. Dortch is giving you that production.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Hackett always has split carries when he shouldn't. He would take touches from Aaron Jones and give them to Jamal Williams. They're wrong. Javonte is playing 65% of the snaps now. And last year he played 50% of the snaps and still finished RB17. So, I mean, and now you're on a better offense in general. And Javonte Williams right now is 6 points, literally one touchdown away from being RB12. So, we're talking about one play difference.
Listen, I'm the biggest CMC guy. I love CMC. I had him on my team for a couple of years in a row, and I just kept getting burned and kept getting burned and kept getting burned. And the problem, Bagala brought up the best point of all. How long are you going to have to go into each game throughout the season worrying if CMC is going to play or not? Like that's gonna be on your plate every single week from here on out, and you just don't want to deal with that. If you're gonna get a steady productive guy in Javonte with a T Higgins, with a Dubes who Aaron Rodgers trusts, there's more stability there than wondering if CMC is gonna fucking play every week, and especially where you drafted CMC, probably within the top 3. For you to wonder whether he's gonna play or not, that's a problem. That could sink your team.
Absolutely, and you kind of have to think if he does miss it. If you have CMC this week and he misses this game, you're behind the eight ball tremendously. You're thinking, all right, I'm probably going to lose this game, or I need somebody to kind of step up and give me that that production. And Pat, to Patty's point when he says Chase is going to come along and starts taking some of Higgins' touches, the Bengals throw the ball. And they're either going to throw it to Chase or they're going to throw it to Higgins. And Higgins is the main cog in that offense. They're going to try and get Higgins the ball. He's going to get the ball. Just like Steve's guy, Javonte Williams. Right now, yes, he may be in a 50-50 split, but he's also getting the receiving work to kind of soften the blow of losing those carries. As the season weighs on, Pat, Devontae, they're going to start going more to a 70-30 split. And the only reason right now they're in 50-50 between him and Melvin Gordon is because it's week 4 in the season. They want to keep Javonte healthy for down the stretch when they're about to make a playoff push. And so I think around the middle of the season, week 8, week 9, week 10, you're going to start to see Javonte really take over that backfield. And then if you don't, and Dobbs also, Aaron is starting to trust Dobbs. You can talk to Polish about this. And once Aaron builds trust with you, he will throw you the ball. And Dobbs caught a touchdown last week. He had a handful of receptions. I think that's gonna become more and more as the season goes on. And you're getting an extra piece, and you don't have to deal with the headache of if CMC is going to play. It's week 4, and injuries have already started for this guy, and we've already seen it's not major injuries that keep CMC out. It's soft tissue injuries. It's things like that he's not able to play through, and he's not able to recover quickly. So for me, that's a no-brainer. You get an extra piece. You get an upgrade at receiver with Higgins and Javonte is just he's a comparable back to replace CMC. I like the trade, and
I said this yesterday. It's no coincidence they gave CMC 25 carries, and now we're wondering if he's healthy enough. You can't give this guy 25 carries. That's a problem. He's going to wear down. He's not that kind of running back. He needs 17 carries and 8 to 10 targets in the passing game. You can't give him 25 carries a game, and he'll break down. I promise you. I've had him. He's brought me to a championship game, and I had him the 2 years after that. And he played. I think he played 6 games in 2 years.
Yep.
Yeah. Anthony, thanks for joining in. Like and subscribe if you haven't already for us there. Judy or Deontay? That's a good one.
That is a good one. I think Judy has the better upside. He's more explosive. He has a better chance to have a really big game. But like you said, Deontay's volume is just Mitchell Trubisky's throwing him the ball, and it looks like what I'm saying. He's throwing only him the ball. So this is a little bit of this is a toughie. I think Judy does get off the schneid though. Yeah, give me some Jerry Judy. I'll take Jerry Judy this week.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Deontay Johnson here. I think Cortland Sutton is kind of turning into that primary receiver for Denver. I know Judy was banged up a little bit, but Judy did show what he could do in that first game, catching that bomb and taking it in, going over 100 and a touchdown. That's really what you're looking for from him. But I think Cortland Sutton has really turned into the more consistent guy in that particular offense with Russell Wilson. So give me Deontay Johnson and his 10 targets a game.
Yeah, I mean, other than that one long big play from Judy on that touchdown, he has done absolutely nothing. So, I'm going to go with Deontay. I'm going to take the targets. I'm going to take those opportunities.
I will say this, though, to Bagala's point, Jerry Judy does have the higher upside, but Deontay has the way more stable floor.
Yeah, definitely. And then if he adds a touchdown to it, he's giving you like 6 for 70, like automatic almost. But or even more, he's getting that 10 to 12 targets. So yeah, I'll take that. I'll take Deontay. I'll take Deontay there.
Yeah, but I think Sauce is going to have a really good game against Deontay.
I don't give a shit about Sauce. I don't care about
Sauce.
we don't care about anything. Deontay Johnson still getting
Sauce.
10 to 12 targets a game. Doesn't matter if he's fucking going against primetime Deion Sanders.
That's not true, because if he was going against primetime Dion, they wouldn't be throwing him the ball.
No, thank you guys. No problem, Anthony. Thanks for joining in anytime. Everybody out there, throw the questions in, throw them in the chat. Trades, lineup questions, start sits, arguments, players you don't know what to think about, injuries, shit starts you're having.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Shit starts you're having, Steve.
Shit. Oh,
Yeah.
could it be a 3-0 week for Blanc or a 0-3 week?
Oh, it's gonna be an 0-3 week. He'll be lucky if he wins one game.
This guy.
Or somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
All right, for everybody who doesn't know, we have essentially 3 home leagues, and Bagala is playing Stevie B here in all 3 leagues in week 4, which that's amazing.
Yes, that is crazy. That is a little amazing, and I'm a stomp a mud hole in you. Your teams are not good right now.
I got Swift and Brown out in multiple leagues.
Your teams are not good right now. I'll be surprised if you win one game.
Starting guys on the damn waivers. I mean,
yeah, you're 0-3 in your
rough.
CEH or Bateman. I think I'm gonna go Bateman here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm going Bateman. I don't want any running back that's gonna play against that defense in Tampa. I'll go Bateman. Like I said before, I want all of that Buffalo-Baltimore game.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah, definitely. CH has limited opportunities as well. But Anthony, was Swift out, should I start Gibson, Dobbins, or Damian Harris?
Those are not good choices, dude.
They're not, but I'll probably go with Damian Harris, probably.
Give me Gibby.
I'm not trusting him.
Give me Gibby. Yeah, but I know that the Pats are going to run the ball a lot, but I like I said, I feel like Ramondre Stevenson's going to get most of that. Maybe Damian Harris gives you a touchdown, but he's not really going to give you any receiving work. Dobbins is still a couple of weeks away, guys. They are not going to ramp him up. He had a bad knee injury. They're going to take their time with him. You're going to see Lamar running the ball a lot. You're going to see a lot of Kenyon Drake. Dobbins may get a handful of carries, maybe 10. You'll be lucky if you reach 12 carries with Dobbins, I think. And this is going to be a passing game for the Ravens and the Bills. So just by default, give me Gibby. Maybe gives you a little bit of receiving. Maybe he gets a touchdown. He has a tough matchup too, but I just think he's the safer bet out of the two.
Who you got, Hammer?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Damian Harris here. They're going to rely heavily on the running game. You can make a case for Gibson, but I'm just going to go with Damian Harris just for the touchdown upside alone. I expect Damian Harris to get somewhere between 12 to 14 carries, especially with Brian Hoyer in there. Brian Hoyer can throw the ball a little bit too, but obviously we talked about no Jacoby Myers. So they're going to lean a little heavily. I could see, 30 runs total for the Patriots. So somewhere between 12 to 14 carries for Damian Harris. And I think he could turn one of those into a touchdown. I'll go Damian Harris, but you can make a case for Gibson as well.
Yeah, I mean, Gibby has gotten some
volume.
Work. He's gotten some decent volume, but he's done absolutely nothing with it. He's saved by the 2 touchdowns he's had back-to-back weeks. But other than that, I mean, it's more like 3 yards to carry, less than 3 yards to carry. Not involved in the passing game except for week 1. So, and I don't know how close Brian Robinson is, but yeah. I'm going Harris. Patrick says Harris as well. Joshua jumping back in here. Gibson, Stevenson, or Singletary, Stevenson.
Yeah. See now, when you got Gibby in there and you put him up against Stevenson, I'm gonna take Stevenson. I think Stevenson has the better game than Harris, but I do think Gibby could have a better game than Harris. But Stevenson will have a better game than Gibson, so I'll take Gibson here. I'll take Stevenson here instead of Gibson.
Who you got, Hammer?
Yeah, Stevenson. I don't love Stevenson as much as you guys do, but for the sake of Gibby's lack of efficiency, and we never know when the hell Singletary is going to get the ball, and he hasn't been efficient either on the ground. So this kind of has to be Stevenson by default.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what I would say. So, all right, we all got Stevenson. Yeah. Thanks for the question there. Roman, any other questions y'all got out there?
Steve, how do you feel? 9:30 star. How do you feel your Vikings are gonna do?
I mean, we're playing in London.
Steve's gonna fire up his tea and crumpets and watch the fucking
Dalvin.
Vikings.
Oh yeah, I'm firing up the tea and crumpets. I'm fucking throwing the kielbasa in the air fryer. We're fucking balling out tomorrow morning.
My nigga, love some kielbasa on a Sunday morning. Let's go.
Wow. Kielbasa is the worst.
No, it's not. You better watch your fucking mouth.
Throw that bitch in the air fryer or throw it on a pan and
beautiful.
Kielbasa is the worst.
Oh yeah.
You better watch your mouth.
Ayuk is about to go home tomorrow too.
No.
But yeah,
he actually plays on Monday, but okay.
It's gonna be hard waking up early tomorrow. But we gotta get up for some football. So
I'm up every Sunday morning. I gotta go watch my boy get it in. It's his last home game of the season. Devin's last home game of the season. After this, we're on the road for another 2 weeks, I think, and then we get playoffs.
Nice.
So yeah. Our team is 5-1 right now. Yeah, we lost the last game, but it's all good. But yeah, I'm up at the crack every Sunday morning. We're at the field till from freaking 10 in the morning until like 3 o'clock, 3:30, and that's when I'll get home and be able to watch the second games.
Joshua, one more for y'all. Should I ride or die with Buffalo D, or should you stream one?
Stream one. Get out of there. Drop Buffalo's D right now.
It's been so.
They're gonna go for like negative points, -2.
Is there somebody maybe that you can drop? I know it's hard to grab.
What are the alternatives? That has to be
another defense. But
I mean, you could stream. I think a good pickup would be Indy's defense is a good streaming option. Arizona's defense is a good streaming option, especially if Carolina doesn't have CMC. Baker's going to give up the ball. I don't know if somebody probably has Dallas's defense.
I'm not dropping the D. I don't think I'm doing that. If you can stream it this week, then do it. If not, just play them and just
I wouldn't ride. This defense is very, very different without those two safeties, and they lost Micah Hyde for the whole season. And Jordan Poyer's, he may come back, he may miss some more time. I don't think this defense is that good, and maybe they are. Maybe I'm bugging out, but they are dealing with a bunch of injuries, and I think you can. I think all right, maybe not drop them, but you definitely got to get them out of your start lineup and stream one because Lamar Jackson is going to have a field day.
I mean, they got Baltimore, they got Pittsburgh, they got KC. The next 3 games, then you've got Green Bay, Jets, Minnesota, Cleveland, Detroit. I mean, I just don't know if I want to drop them just because they are getting sacks. They are still getting into
Yeah, but
fumbles.
against the better teams, I think that it leaves
The
them
Rams and Tennessee
exposed.
are good team. Rams, Tennessee, and Miami. I mean, those are pretty good teams.
Yeah.
So it's rough. I don't know. Again, what other options do you have out there for defense if you could stream it? Right. It just depends what your options are. Do you have a better? Are there better options out there?
Well, for the week, yeah, there's better options, better matchups. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't ride or die with this defense this week.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd ride or die with it for this week unless you absolutely have to. But
Yeah.
if you had to, I wouldn't be mad at it.
I think Lamar's too dynamic to take a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
Um,
Could be.
It don't. This is one of those things where you got to see if there are any other better options. If there's not a better option, then roll with it. That's really what it boils down to with these defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough to hold a defense or carry an extra defense or kicker or tight end or any of that, depending how deep they let your bench go. But
Definitely.
yeah, Patrick, we're calling Tennessee a good team, the number one team in the AFC last year. Yeah, I'd say they're still pretty much a good
Yeah,
team.
they are a decent team. Patrick, you can't let a couple of weeks get you all in a tizzy. All right. Okay.
I don't know. I'm
Tennessee
not.
is
I don't.
one of the better teams.
I don't love them, but they're still. If they can keep the games close, they're in the game. You're like, that's
As
it.
long as
I'm
you
not.
have 22 in the backfield, you have a shot. All right.
And we've
I don't
never
know.
thought
I'm not.
Tennessee was good. We've never liked Tennessee. Nobody's ever liked Tennessee. We never
No,
thought they should have been the number one seed, but they fucking just keep doing shit. They keep winning.
exactly.
I'm not. I'm not as high on Tennessee. I don't think they're a very good team, and I think they lost. Obviously, they lost AJ Brown, and Ryan Tannehill is clearly on the back nine. So I don't think Tennessee is a very good team, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's just me.
I mean, I never thought they were a good team to begin with, but they're still wind up finishing at the top of the AFC every damn fucking year. But so
Yeah, that's true, but it feels a little different. Jacksonville's better. I think the Colts will find a way to kind of get their shit together. That remains to be seen. And the AFC as a whole is just way more loaded, where it feels like it's passed them by.
Yeah, but if they somehow find a way to win this week, they're 2-2. So
Yeah, I hear you. I'm not.
So
No, I'm not disputing that.
I don't think they're a horrible team by any stretch, but they're a decent team. Like Steve said, they were overall number one seed in the AFC.
No, I know that. I don't think they're in the playoffs this year, though. I guess that's my bottom line point.
Maybe not.
yeah, I guess
You got to see how. I think they will have to win their division again in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I think Jacksonville's winning that division.
It looks like that early.
If Henry starts rolling like he did last year, and then there's just like
Ain't no telling.
There's nothing you can do. Like
Exactly.
they wind up just finding ways to win games. And I've never thought they were that good of a team ever. I didn't even believe they were the first in the AFC. I couldn't even believe that, but they were. Even after Derrick Henry got hurt, don't forget that.
They still,
right?
Yeah.
So,
but they did lose. I think their offensive line. They lost some guys on the offensive line. They lost AJ Brown. Obviously, your defense gets a little bit older, so I think that they've definitely taken a step back, and I think Jacksonville has passed them up, and Indy could pass them up too.
I agree with you 100%. I'm just saying I don't think it's too far fetched, or we shouldn't be surprised if they're still a top team, in the AFC, even though I don't.
True.
Like them.
Yeah. True.
It's a reasonable assessment.
Who we got here? We got Conklin going this week, baby.
If that's what you're thinking is going to say,
Conklin with Zachy Wilson. Zach Wilson coming back. I don't love that because Flacco is actually looking at.
Don't give me
I'm not comfortable
Flacco.
playing Schultz because he's just coming back. So I'm not playing Schultz.
Yeah, I think Schultz is. He might want to take a week on Schultz.
Yeah,
When is
maybe,
that
or
coming
he
back?
could be limited. That could be back next week. They said week
You still
5.
want to? You still want to make that trade, Steve?
Nah, probably not. I don't know. If Dak is coming back, it doesn't make sense. If he was out until like week 8, 9, 10, like originally they fucking thought, then maybe yeah. But
All right, boys. The NyQuil's going in.
The NyQuil. He's popping the NyQuil. That's it.
all right, good. That means you got about an hour. That means you got about an hour till you fall out.
Nah.
Nah. I took one before the show. I got an injection before the show just to make it on. I was sneezing halfway through. Now the second part of that NyQuil is going in.
Yeah, Polish is about to be seeing stars soon.
Yeah, and if I could get a solid 8 hours, I could wake up, grab me a coffee. Maybe I'll head down to North Carolina with Blanca, get some of that kielbasa for breakfast, so we can watch that Vikings game.
Kielbasa.
Bro, kielbasa. You know what's underrated? Kielbasa over an open fire. Phenomenal. Like an open wood burning fire. It is phenomenal. A little bit of mustard, a little bit of Italian bread. Get some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tremendous.
500. I mean,
it's gonna be tough.
I've been saying that for fucking years, and they just keep proving that shit wrong. So
maybe not.
Hammer, I was rocking with you. You had to say something like that. We're really putting that much trust in Jacksonville. I mean, it's not us putting trust. They're winning fucking games.
Are you watching what I'm watching?
Yeah, you really have to be watching the games, Pat, because Jacksonville looks really good. They have a decent run game. They have a decent pass game.
Even if Jacksonville, instead of 2-1, say Jacksonville was 1-2, you have to watch the game for context. Trevor Lawrence isn't turning the ball over at an alarming rate like he was last year. He's way more confident. The weapons they have, the two running backs, he's got Christian Kirk. They got Evan Ingram, which I know Bagala's going to poo-poo that, but they've got guys. And Trevor Lawrence has took the lead.
And if you've been watching this season, that first game against Washington, they should have won that game. And they their defense let that one get away from them. Because they turned around they picked off Carson Wentz twice back to back. And you know what I'm saying? They came away with points and their defense just couldn't hold them. And that's when they let Terry hit the bomb. So that defense gave that game. Jacksonville should be 3-0. If you really
we look at Jacksonville once again. Last year they were a dumpster fire. They were terrible. The year before that they were terrible. Like it's one of those things where you have to look at what the game is telling you.
And the Chargers are a good team, and the Jaguars handled them. So even if you want to say Herbert was a little bit injured, whatever, they had their starting quarterback. The Chargers are a good team, and Jacksonville handled them thoroughly. Exactly. So we got to give them some props. Doug Peterson got those boys down in the South playing some ball.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they are. That's playing good. Where was I at?
And not only that, they handled Indy too. So and
shut him out. By the way,
and it's not. You might want to say whatever you want to say about Matt Ryan. It's not easy to hold Jonathan Taylor under 100 yards.
Bro, the Colts had 0.
Exactly. They handled them easily. So I think Jackson, if Jacksonville wins this week, you're gonna have to start saying Jacksonville's the real deal, because the Eagles are no joke.
Yeah, it looks like McCaffrey says he's set to play. This news just came out. He is expected to play. So he looked good out there today, Matt Rule said. So, all right, I guess you can feel a little bit better about McCaffrey knowing that he will play.
I still make that trade.
But also,
Yeah.
McCaffrey can get hurt in the game. He could give you 3 points and then come out of the game because he's injured. That doesn't change how I feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess anybody could really. I guess.
I spoke to Polish about this. Christian McCaffrey is the most volatile fantasy player there is. You can pick him, you can ride him to a championship. He can give you 25 points a game, or he can get hurt in fucking week 3 and your season is over.
And then you're scrambling because you picked him first overall.
Exactly.
We play to win, so when you got a guy that has that upside of getting fucking 30 points a game, it's hard to.
Your best ability, bro, is availability.
And I'm glad, Steve, in your league, I had the second pick and Brandon had the first pick. I'm glad Brandon took him because if he would have took Jonathan Taylor, I think I would have had to take Justin Jefferson. I don't think I could have took Christian McCaffrey at the second pick.
It's bro, it's an enigma.
Exactly.
Yeah. Luckily, I didn't have to pick. I didn't have any really top picks. Except for the 2 QB league, but obviously that was a little bit different. So I wound up taking Josh Allen first, but I didn't have to choose between like a McCaffrey or JT. But I didn't love those picks either, McCaffrey or JT.
JT is the safer pick, and I think he's going to be really good. Question for you guys, though. Your overall number 1 quarterback, running back, and wide receiver at the end of the season.
Number 1 overall QB. I mean, right now, I guess you got to say Lamar. Or taking someone else other than Lamar.
Not just give you 3. Who do you think is going to end the overall QB1, RB1, and wide receiver 1?
All right, so yeah, I'm definitely going with Lamar. Wide receiver 1, that's gonna be tough, but I think I gotta go with Cooper Kupp. I don't think we can dethrone that yet with what he's been doing. So I gotta go with Kupp at wide receiver and RB. RB is a close one because it's hard to tell. There's not much pull away yet. There's a bunch of guys that are a touchdown being away from top 12, so it's rough. But I want to say as of right now. I don't know.
It's RB's tough because
Saquon. I mean, because like I said earlier, I guess Chubb or Saquon. If I guess I'd lean more towards Saquon just because he gets passing work too. But Giants also do suck at the same time. But I guess it's up right now between Chubb and Saquon. But this could change as of next week because as of next week, it's gonna be like, oh shit, Javonte or Dalvin.
But what I'm asking
right now this week.
No. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking your pick. Answer it. Your pick. You can pick whoever you want.
Some of these guys are hurt. You know what? Y'all, I'm gonna go with my boy Javonte.
All right. So you got Lamar. You have Javonte, and who was your wide receiver?
Yeah, another touchdown. Javonte is 12, so he'll be coming up there. But yeah, a wide receiver was Kupp. I don't think we can come off of Kupp or Lamar. But
Polish
quarterback, I think I'm gonna surprise you a little bit. I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts here, and that actually pains me to say because I traded Jalen Hurts in Dynasty. But I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts. I think he's just they got it rolling. This kind of reminds me of when Stephon Diggs went to Buffalo and just changed Josh Allen's life. I think it's a very similar situation, and I think all the parts are there as well. Devontae Smith, they got the running backs. Dallas Goedert's a very serviceable tight end, and Jalen Hurts could still run the ball. So I'm going to go Jalen Hurts. as my number one quarterback. I think he was in the top 10 last year anyway. I think he was like 8 or 9. So he has the throwing and the rushing upside, which is just tremendous. The wide receiver one, it's got to be Cooper Kupp so far. Jefferson and Chase are significantly behind him already. So it's got to be Cooper Kupp. And then running back, you're looking at Saquon. I could lean there. I just want to make sure his health is going to hold up. So I'll go those 3 guys. I'll go Hurts, I'll go Kupp, and I'll go Barkley for now at this particular moment in time.
That's a good list. That's definitely a good list.
Why didn't he get that? Oh, that's not what I asked at this particular time.
Because he picked his guys. You already
no. I said as
you're
of
already
right
backpedaling.
now. I said as of right now,
no,
and then Hammer said, "Oh, basically the same exact shit."
Hammer, who's your guys to finish the season right now? There's no changing right now. This is your picks for the end of the season.
I gave my 3 guys. I said
exactly
because of what I've seen right now. That those are my guys based on what I've seen.
Basically, that's exactly what I said.
No, but you said this can change. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, it could change. What we see could change, obviously.
I just wanted to pick where you think.
We know you're going with Saquon because you're sucking on his tree trunk fucking dies.
I am going with Saquon. He looked really good.
Well, who you got at wide receiver? I don't even want to hear about Saquon. So who you got at wide receiver?
You're going to hear about Saquon. He's actually looked like the best running back in the league. He's getting to work and he's cashing it in. All right, so that's my RB to finish RB1. And Polish, you said Chase and Jefferson is significantly behind Kupp. Yes, they are. But you know who's not? Stephon Diggs. Okay. Diggs is going to be the wide receiver over. I think Diggs is better. Just I don't know, but I think Diggs is
not a better wide receiver than Cooper Kupp, dude. He's not.
Yeah, he is. Yes, but I think he's better. I think he'll be the overall wide receiver 1, and I don't know. I have this. I'm gonna admit it. I have this huge man crush on Josh Allen. I really do. I love everything about him. I love it. Yeah. I love his moxie. I love his arm talent. He runs. He's tough. I think when it's all said and done, he's going to beat out Lamar. He'll beat out Patrick Mahomes. He'll beat out Jalen Hurts just because he can throw the ball. And I think he'll be the QB1. So I'm going Allen. I'm going Diggs, and I'm going Saquon. Those are my 3 picks.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Allen. I like Allen too.
Diggs can definitely do it. There's no, I still like Cooper Kupp, but Diggs obviously is in that conversation. You can make that argument, and I can't really, fight you on that.
I just feel like Stephon Diggs he does have every once in a while those. I think like he had the other game 7 for 70. Where Kupp doesn't do that. It's like 10. The minimum is like fucking 10 for 100.
15 points is his lowest.
Well, listen. He did have that rushing touchdown this past game, but his without
he was quiet. He was quiet.
Yeah. What he had 4 for 40. So
yeah,
yeah. I just think. I don't know. I think there's something going on with Matt Stafford. I think it's that elbow, man.
I thought that too.
I think that he's a little bit more of a problem than he's letting on.
And you know what? I've been watching.
He had the same thing last year, and it's not like he's holding his elbow or anything. There's no signs of that whatsoever.
Maybe they're giving him something pregame to kind of mask it, but the throws. But the throws don't look as crisp, and I've seen some throws that he normally makes, and they're just going wide right, wide left, high, low. It doesn't look like it looked last year. So I think there's a little more to that, as Bogart said.
Last year was a special season, That shit.
And he did throw a lot of interceptions last year.
And he probably heard it somewhere in the season and things like that. And when you hurt something while you're in the flow of the season, it's kind of easier to keep going because you're already in the mix of it. You know what I'm saying? You're already in the middle of go to practice, go game, practice, game. So I think the off season and him not did he have surgery? No, he didn't. Did he?
Yeah.
He did. Well, with surgery and healing and things like that, I think
Also,
it's a little I think it's creeping up on him a little bit. It's gonna
and
take some time.
also too, I don't think this is talked about enough. Matthew Stafford is one of the highest volume throwers in NFL history.
Yeah, he throws it. He's been throwing it about 40, 50 times since Detroit.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe that's starting to catch up with him. He's not a terribly old guy. Was he 33-ish? But he was throwing it 600-700 times in Detroit. So
Yeah.
I think that is there is some credence to that.
But it's different, like because in baseball, obviously, that's a baseball injury that happens in baseball. He's not throwing the football as much as he would be if he was throwing the baseball. Like,
Yeah,
No, but what I'm saying is the cumulative.
It's once a week. It's once a week, and that's what they managed.
Yeah, but
last
Steve,
year as well as this year. So
you also are not getting pounded in baseball. All right. So for however many times he's throwing the ball once a week,
The hits he takes.
he's also getting hit. He's also landing on that arm. He's also bracing himself when he does fall.
Being hit on his arm has nothing to do with what he's feeling. That's in the tendon. That's totally. You're gonna feel that when you throw.
When you land, you brace yourself with your arms.
Brace yourself. Yeah. So
yes, you do, but you don't feel that there. I've had tendonitis on my elbow before. You don't feel it at then. You don't feel it at that.
It's the cumulative of the entire season. He still practices. He's still, they're still doing shit. He doesn't just not throw a football all week.
Exactly. He's still around.
There's nothing that's indicating that it is the elbow, and obviously there's no reports or anything like that coming out as well. That's all I'm saying.
Oh well, it could be bothering him.
Obviously, he doesn't look the same, and their offense, obviously, the whole offense doesn't look the same. They're just not, in a groove, where they haven't found that groove yet. Whatever.
Also, too, I think
I'm not ready to panic yet. That's what
I think the offensive line took a little bit of a hit from last year as well, so that they look a little different up front as well, and that's a little bit more of a factor too. So there's so many obviously footballs, right?
His left tackle retired, Whitworth retired, so there's a lot of things that are a little different. But even if his arm is bothering him and things like that, I'm sure Matthew Stafford's mama ain't raised no bitch, and he's not gonna, he's not gonna go out there and say, "Oh, my arm." You know what I'm saying? He's gonna play through it. We've seen over the years Matthew Stafford play through injuries, bro. You know what I'm saying?
His shoulder was fucking hanging off, and he threw that touchdown. I don't know
exactly. I remember that. I remember that.
Motherfuckers out there, but yeah. But yeah, so that's why I'm not really worried about Stafford there. Crazia, thanks for joining. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, man. Olave, wide receiver 2. Olave, Wilson, DJ Moore, Hollywood Brown, Dortch, full PPR, concerned with the Brown injury, and Rondell coming back.
Well, I have Hollywood.
You have to pick one. Is this what we're asking?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's saying his wide receiver 2. I'm not being a Hollywood Brown owner. I'm not worried about Rondell coming back. He's not going to have a big snap share in this game. Even when he does, I think Hollywood stands alone in what he's going to do. His injury was just a toe. It was just rest. It was maintenance. He's going to play. He shouldn't be limited at all. You know what I'm saying? And after the game he just had, 14 receptions, 140 yards, you have to play Hollywood. It's Hollywood all the way.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Hollywood definitely. It's a pretty easy pick, even though Olave's been doing well. But again, Andy Dalton now is the QB with Winston out. So your best bet is Hollywood. Go ahead, Hammer.
Yeah, Hollywood. If Hollywood plays, he's their wide receiver 1. He's got a rapport. He's got a rapport with Kyler Murray already, and it goes back to when they were playing in college. So, it's definitely Hollywood. There's too many other concerns for those other guys. Olave with Dalton, Is that Garrett Wilson with the Jets, DJ Moore? Like we could run down the list. Dortch is an interesting, interesting guy, but he's clearly the wide receiver 2 at best. If Hollywood's playing, so it's got to be Hollywood.
Yeah, definitely.
And let's normalize PPRs. I just think a full point for a reception is just too much. Like, it's just too much. Half a point is just fine for PPR, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of people play full PPR too. I mean, it's a little bit different. It makes you draft. It could make you, draft a little bit.
Draft strategy is different. Yep.
Definitely.
Kids, thanks for joining in. Like and subscribe if you haven't. I think you're subscribed already. I think I remember that little that picture there. But thanks for tuning in, man. Evans or Sutton, rest of season. That's actually a really
that's a tremendous question.
Yeah, that really is.
That is a really good one.
I do think that Denver is going to be better, and Sutton's getting a lot of work. But then again, I also do think Tampa Bay is going to be a lot better too as the season goes along, and Evans going to be a big beneficiary of that. I think this is a push, I really do. I think this is a push. I think you can't go wrong with either one. I think they're similar type players. If you hold my foot to the fire, I'm going to go with big time Tim and Jim all day. So I'll take Evans.
Hammer, who you got, bro?
I'm going with Cortland Sutton here, and because Mike Evans still has to play the Saints one more time, and he's going to have to confront Marshawn Lattimore one more time, and we have no idea how that's going to turn out.
He's going to get suspended again.
Give me Cortland Sutton. That's my reason. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, I'm going to take Cortland Sutton too. He's up there already, and like you said, Denver hasn't been playing good, so it's only a matter of time before they actually do start playing good. So, give me some Sutton, I think, for the rest of the season as well.
I will.
But Evans could obviously fucking just go nuclear now that he's back in town, but I'm going to go with Sutton.
I will say this, though. The lack of touchdown production for Sutton for these first 3 weeks does concern me.
He haven't scored touchdowns in general, so don't worry.
No, I understand. I'm just pointing that out, just because I can see the Evans, but Tom Brady hasn't looked right either. So it's the scales balance.
They've had a lot of injuries. They had a lot of stuff going on.
But who says that's not going to continue?
Yeah. Tyler, thanks for joining in, Tyler. Like and subscribe if you haven't for us over there. Thielen, Dortch, or Gallup? That's a good one between Thielen and Dortch.
Yep.
I guess I'll go first because Thielen is one of my Vikings. But with Thielen, I mean you're praying for the touchdown, but Dortch is he's going to be the number 2 guy there with everybody that's injured. So I think you've got another solid week of 10 target Dortch compared to maybe 6 or 7, possibly a touchdown Thielen. So I think I'm going to go Dortch here, even though I don't love it over Thielen. But I think I'm going to go Dortch here.
Yeah, I guess so.
Gallup's out. The Gallup is not playable yet.
No, he's not. He's not. I would, but when Gallup does come back and Dak does come back, I think Gallup will be the best out of this group. But
because Dortch has other,
Right now, I'm with you, Steve. I as crazy as it sounds, I'd go Greg Dortch. Yeah, because Thielen, you need that touchdown from him because Justin Jefferson is just eating up all of those targets, and Thielen doesn't have the breakaway speed. He's more of an inside guy. You're not going to get the yardage with him, and Dortch is just catching passes from Kyler like it's crazy.
And even though Rondell Moore is supposed to come back this week, obviously he's not going to get a ton of the snaps. So I still like Dortch this week.
Yeah, I think it'll take another week or maybe even 2 weeks before they ratchet Rondell Moore up. So Dortch is still viable. Yeah, I'll go
Yeah,
Dortch.
definitely. And we're assuming that you're talking about which one to play. If you're talking about for the rest of the season, then that's a different kind of
Yeah.
answer. But let us know if you mean different there. Chris, thanks, Chris, for joining in. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate you. What's on? What's going on, guys? I need to start three. All right, we got to pick three, boys. We got to pick three of these guys in half PPR: Thielen, DJ Moore, Josh Reynolds, Romeo Dubes, Rashard Penny. I thought it was going to be a lot sexier options, but it's not.
This has to be a deeper league.
But okay.
He's probably got some injuries.
Yeah, maybe. All right. I answered last one. Y'all take this one first, quick.
For me, the first two out of these guys, I'm gonna go Dubes, Penny. Those are gonna be my two locks right there. Dubes, Penny, and I think DJ Moore's been DJ Moore's hasn't been DJ Moore. But I would say Dubes, Penny, and if you, I guess DJ Moore. It's either at a DJ Moore and Thielen. I'm gonna go Dubes, Penny, and Moore.
Yeah, we might
I don't feel comfortable about Moore.
Yeah, we might feel different on this one. Hammer, who you got out of these three?
Definitely got Dubes. We talked about him a little bit earlier. The last ones, I think Blanc put it the best. I thought it would be sexier options if I had three. I'm going to take Thielen just because he's going to give you some touchdown upside. I think Captain Kirk is ready to kind of get back on track against the New Orleans team. I know they have a decent defense, but give me Dubes, give me Thielen for some touchdown upside, because if you're really reaching this deep, you're going to need some touchdown upside. I'm not crazy about Rashard Penny. I think you could take a flyer on Josh Reynolds this week. I really do. I think the volume's going to be there with no DJ Shark. I think really that's really the key for Josh Reynolds. So give me Thielen, Reynolds, and Dubes.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Hammer. That's exactly what I was thinking. Thielen, Reynolds, and Dubes. Just pay attention to Reynolds. I think he is questionable. He should be playing, but just keep an eye on that. But yeah, for me, it's Thielen, Dubes, and Reynolds as well. I don't trust Penny yet, especially with Walker there. He's just not getting a ton of work. So yeah, I'll take my chances on Thielen, Reynolds, and Dubes there. Thanks, Chris, for joining in there. Crazy. We got another one. Pick three for RBs and flex. Pick three for RBs and flex. Hall, Eckler, Kamara, Khalil Herbert, I'm guessing, Ramondre, and Robinson. Full PPR, of course.
Oof.
So I think off the bat, we're definitely going Herbert. As he's the only guy that they got.
Yep.
So I think we're definitely going Herbert. Actually, I think this is pretty easy. Pick three. I'm going Eckler, Kamara, Khalil.
Yeah, it's very easy. Those are the three I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Eckler, Kamara, Khalil. If you have Eckler and Kamara and they're healthy, you have to play them. That's it. They're not at the point where you're saying, oh, they're so bad that you're gonna sit those two guys. No, you have to play those two guys, and then you go Khalil in your flex because he has a good matchup, a semi-good matchup against the Giants, and you know what I'm saying? He just has a better matchup than these other guys. So you would go Khalil. And he went off last week. So it's Eckler, Kamara, and Khalil.
Definitely. Hammer, you with that too?
Yeah, I mean, you guys brought up a really good point. I was actually going to lean a little more towards the James Robinson just because I love his volume and I love what he's getting, but he does have a tough matchup. And if you have those, first of all, I'm thinking like, damn, that's some really good running back depth on that particular team. But obviously, it's definitely Khalil because of the situation he's in this particular week. I have Eckler. Eckler's let me down tremendously. I drafted him in the first round, obviously. Kamara is the same deal. So it's got to be Eckler, Kamara, and Khalil just because where you took Eckler, Kamara, and Khalil's situation. So yeah, I'm on board with that.
Yeah, but full PPR too. I mean,
Eckler, obviously, and Kamara. Yeah.
So, gets Knox, Everett, or Joku this week and rest of season. That's actually a nice. That's a good one.
That is really nice. I think Knox is out right away.
Yeah, Knox is out.
Yeah, absolutely. Knox is out for me.
I goofed on that one.
Knox is out. Joku is not going to see what he saw last week. He's not being embarrassed.
Yes, he will.
Don't tell Bagala that.
Bro, even the coaches said that's not the fucking game plan.
Yes, he will.
It's not going to be happening all the time.
It's going to happen next week.
Yeah.
I mean, this week. Tomorrow's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm going Everett, I think. He's seeing nice volume. Keenan Allen obviously is still being injured. So for this week, I'm definitely going Everett. And I think for the rest of the season, I'm going Everett too. But Joku is really close. Joku kind of has that upside of when Deshaun comes back. That's the only, the only thing there. But I don't think Brissett is hitting them fucking with 10 targets every game, like Bagala, I believe.
I don't think he's going to hit him with 10 targets every game. He had more than 10. He had 9 or something. But I'm taking the Joker. I think he's better. And then when Deshaun comes back, I like him this week against Atlanta. I do. And for the rest of the season, because at some point Deshaun is going to come back. And I think Deshaun and the Joker for a nice little playoff run is going to be really good. So give me Njoku.
Who you got, Hammer?
Yeah, I like Njoku for this particular week, considering they're playing Atlanta, but I like Everett for the rest of the season. Just because he's playing with a much better quarterback in a much more pass-heavy offense. And if Keenan Allen continues to miss games, Everett could be the beneficiary of some of those targets.
Yeah, and don't forget Keenan Allen's out this game too, again.
Right.
Then we're just gonna ignore my Hurts, Diggs, and Chubb. All right, yeah, I'm not mad at that.
What did Patty say? Go back to that.
Hurts, Diggs, and Chubb. Hurts, Diggs, and Chubb.
I've argued with Bogline him, but just about.
Hurts, Diggs, and Chubb. Another one here from Gitz: Bateman or Reynolds, and Reynolds or Pierce. I think you got to go Bateman, even though Reynolds is.
Yeah.
There. And then I'm going Pierce over Reynolds.
Yeah.
So I'm going Bateman and Pierce.
I'm with you, Steve. I'm with you on that.
Bateman
and Pierce.
Yeah, of course it's Bateman. I mean, Reynolds is just a beneficiary for 1 week. I mean, is it this specific week? I think that's what he's asking.
I think so, yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely Bateman. We're talking about Dameon Pierce, Houston.
Yes.
I don't know. This week I might go Reynolds over Pierce. Jared Goff throws the ball. He's been throwing the ball a lot more with Detroit, and he's going to get the targets. No Swift as well. So I'd go Reynolds over Pierce, but I'd go Bateman over Reynolds.
Well, gentlemen, I hate to cut it short, but Bagala got an early morning. Had to put my pom-poms together. We got
a few more here. Stop being a bitch. Let's stay on here. Stay on here for everybody. There's only a couple more. Shut your mouth.
All right, let's go. Yeah, I'm.
All right. Real quick.
The systems are shutting down.
We did that one. Just this week, a little bit afraid of Moore. That Moore takes away Dortch's job. Don't worry about it this week. Going forward, yes, but not this week. When he first came back, we spoke about that slightly, Tyler. So don't worry about it this week.
Yeah, Dortch is fine this week.
Let's go. Sorry, Patrick. I'm skipping over some of these just so we can get to the questions here, so we can get out of here. I think I played Joku and Everett on their matchups rest of the season. Yeah, that's definitely a good way to do it. Like I said,
I lean a little more Everett though.
Yeah. I like Everett a little bit more too. I don't think Joku is all that's cracked up to be. Just one game, obviously, he went off. So.
Well, that's what I'm doing too. I have both of them in the league, and I'm playing the matchups between the two.
Elver Gazo, thanks for joining in, man. Like and subscribe if you haven't for us already there. Aaron Jones, Javonte, Jamal Williams, Pierce. Start 2, flex 1.
Start 2, flex 1.
Start 2, flex 1, or flex Sutton, non-PPR.
All right, you're gonna start. You'll start Aaron Jones and Javante, and then you're gonna flex something.
I agree.
Yeah, we're definitely flexing something. You're going Aaron Jones and Javante. I'm going Javante and Jamal. I think.
You don't start Jamal Williams over Aaron Jones. Are you crazy?
No, you don't.
I think
No,
this
you
week without
don't.
Swift, you do. He gets the 20 carries where Jones could be hit or miss. It's
No,
close. I'm not
Jones is
mad.
not hit or
I'm
miss.
not mad if you go Jones, but
Nah, I wouldn't start Jamal Williams over Aaron Jones.
I don't trust that because AJ Dillon is there. I don't necessarily.
It still doesn't matter
Look,
because Jones gets most of the
Aaron Jones
passing.
has had 2 dud games and he's had 1 monster game. So if you want
First
to
of all,
say
that second dud game was against probably the best defense
it
in the
doesn't
league,
matter.
best run defense
I
in the
don't care
league.
who's it. I don't care who is it. Who is it?
And he
Now he's
was
going against
inches
New
away
England.
from a touchdown.
And he was
Now he's
inches
going
away
against-
from a touchdown. Exactly. He had that fumble.
Well, he still did jack shit. Anyway, they're going against New England, so yeah, it's a tough one. That's
They're at home.
yeah.
It's Aaron Jones at home.
If you want to be safe and not get cute, just play Aaron Jones, Javante, and Sutton. But I'm not mad if you play Williams over Jones there.
I am.
Cass, thanks for joining. Like and subscribe if you haven't for us there. Should I trade Kirk?
No,
Hell no.
No, don't
No.
don't do that. Don't do that, man.
absolutely not. Even
don't
if
get
Kirk
raped.
had, yeah, don't let somebody get you like that. Even if Kirk has a bad game this week, I still think going forward, he's still better than Kittle.
I
And
agree.
plus, then Kittle seems like he's always getting hurt. Like beginning of the season, he missed 3 games. So you keep Kirk. Kittle's not what he used to be.
Agreed.
Yeah, keep Kirk. I agree there. I think they're talking about Alec. Doesn't matter. You're not playing Alec Pierce, so
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you're talking about if he's talking about that there.
I don't think Alec Pierce isn't even on the radar.
Roll him in real quick, but this is before we wrap it up here. Hammer don't feel good. Bagala's gotta wake up early.
I thugged it out, boys.
Wake up early, actually. You good for tomorrow morning, Hammer, at 11 or what?
It may be closer to 12. Depending, I have to go see my mom in the morning.
It's just an hour. I got 11 to 12 because I'll probably be on Spilled Coffee on Fantasy Football Network tomorrow morning. So
I'll let you know.
That's 12 to 1 Eastern, but usually we do hours 11 to 12. But all right, guys, thank you for joining in. Thanks for everybody that's watching, subscribe. We appreciate all of y'all, and we'll see y'all tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Rule number 76: no excuses. Play like a champion.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, we out.